The game of modern amateur football is fast, highly aggressive, and almost always played on local artificial turf. Naturally, when it's time to buy new gear, most players want the exact same flashy boots their favorite superstars wear. But professionals play on pristine, highly manicured natural grass. Their equipment is highly specialized for that specific environment. Taking a boot designed for a professional natural grass pitch and using it on a local community turf field introduces massive hitting dangers to your body. The smartest purchase you can make relies on matching the sole of the boot strictly to the surface you actually play on, not the idol you watch on TV. Walk into any sports store and you are immediately hit with a wall of boxes labeled with a confusing alphabet soup: FG, AG, TF, SG. Let's organize this by ground type. Firm ground is for natural grass, while artificial ground and turf are built for synthetic pitches. The most dangerous mistake players make is buying a firm ground or FG boot and using it on artificial turf. Ignoring those two little letters on the box takes a $200 investment and turns it into a serious liability. Look at this firm ground sole plate. You can clearly see the long, metal-tipped studs. These are engineered to pierce deep into soft dirt to provide traction. But artificial turf isn't deep dirt, it's a shallow carpet over hard ground. When you force long blades into dense turf, they don't slide, they lock into place entirely. If you try to pivot sharply, your foot stays firmly planted in the rubber, but your body's momentum forces your leg to keep turning. This boot guide graphic illustrates the danger perfectly. If you check the red firm ground column, it points out the exact problem, a high risk of foot getting stuck, which directly creates a higher ACL risk. This graphic shows the solution. The bottom left explains AG soles provide the right balance of grip and release to reduce the risk of knee and ankle injuries. The yellow Puma boot uses short, round studs, allowing your foot to rotate fluidly without snagging. You trade a tiny fraction of sprinting grip for a massive, vital reduction in the chance of blowing out your knee. Protecting your joints is the priority, but wearing the wrong boots also ruins your financial investment. Running on synthetic plastic grass and crumb rubber generates an intense amount of friction and heat. Firm ground boots aren't chemically or structurally built to withstand those temperatures. The materials wear down rapidly, the sole plates warp, and those long studs can actually snap right off. When that happens, you might expect a replacement, but major manufacturers have a strict rule. If an FG boot breaks while being used on artificial turf, your warranty is instantly voided. You lose the entire cost of the boot. AG boots are constructed from thicker, heat-resistant materials designed to endure that exact turf abrasion, and because you are using them on their intended surface, your warranty remains completely intact. Buying an AG boot is the only reliable way to protect your initial purchase and guarantee you get a full season of use. To figure out exactly what you need, let's map out your playing schedule on this decision tree. The first question is, what surface do you play on most? If you exclusively play on soft, natural grass fields, the firm ground boot remains your absolute optimal choice for maximum speed and traction. If you are an older recreational player or you have a history of knee injuries, you require the safest possible option on turf. For you, a dedicated turf shoe, or TF, is the right choice. It uses hundreds of tiny rubber nubs instead of studs, giving your foot the easiest possible rotation and joint relief, even if it means slightly less sprinting grip. But the vast majority of amateur players fall into a third category. You compete on grass on the weekends and train on turf during the week, and you can only afford to buy one single pair of boots for the entire year. Definitive. In a one-boot scenario, the artificial ground boot is the undisputed winner. It serves as a highly capable hybrid that works safely and reliably on both surfaces. For the modern amateur player, selecting AG boots is the smart money play. It maximizes your safety, preserves your warranty, and delivers reliable performance everywhere you play.